here has a rhythm. And it's a rhythm that comes from a beat of a community that has proven over and over again that anything can happen as long as you don't care who gets the credit.
Statesville's demographics reveal a wide array of cultures, ages, socioeconomic backgrounds, education levels, you name it. We've got it.
Mayor, all these different people, all these different beats. I mean, it's been overwhelming at times.
But David, the thing that gives me the greatest pride as mayor of Statesville is to live in a community that has found so many ways to take these many beats and create one rhythm of hope.
Yes.
Iredell County's only homeless shelter was housed in an old dilapidated school for 16 years until volunteers and community leaders said, enough. The furnace didn't work. There was no air conditioning. The roof leaked and there were broken floors. People already down and out had to live in awful situations because there was just not enough room. An engineering study said, enough. Fifth Street Board of Directors said, enough. The community said, enough. But just making repairs wasn't going to be enough.
Band-Aids could not solve the problem of the homeless in our community. We needed classrooms for life skill training, also computer classes. We needed a way to transition our families and our other guests out of the shelter and into a home of their very own. We needed a new shelter.
I know to some people I'm just a retired old junkie. But I came out of retirement after I received a call from Fifth Street Ministries, and they were asking for my help in declaring war on homelessness in our county. Soon we had numerous volunteers to sign up, and together we raised the money to build a new homeless shelter, which has everything we need to fight this battle.
All right. In general, we certainly thank both you and your wife for your efforts. It was a proud day when we opened those doors at the new Fifth Street shelter. I'm a veteran, and I've been down several hard roads, but the road to Fifth Street and the doors have opened for me there helped me take charge of my life. I'm attending classes, improving my computer skills, and even have a job working the shelter front desk, a job that allows me to use my personal experiences to help others.
The face of the homeless is changing. As more and more families struggle to make ends meet, just about anyone can be homeless, including me. I became homeless when a fire destroyed my house. We had just opened a new Fifth Street shelter, and gosh, you can imagine how wonderful it was to have a place like that to go, so I could figure out the next steps for my family. We were loved and cherished and given one of the best Christmases of our lives. And even though we moved into our own home now, I'm at Fifth Street. I work there. I am one of the hundreds of staff and volunteers that refuse to turn our backs on anyone who walks through those doors in need of help.
Tanya, do you hear that rhythm? That's the rhythm of hope.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the morning of December the 29th, 2003. Word traveled fast. A carload of teenagers from Statesville had been involved in a horrible accident just after midnight. And at that time, it wasn't anything good about this story.
They were all boys and girls between the ages of 13 and 18, all unlicensed, a reportedly stolen car, driving around in the middle of the night without their parents' knowledge or permission, speeding from a police officer from a neighboring town. The driver lost control. The car flipped and landed in a shallow creek. Tragically, all 7 young people died.
The shock, however, gave way to the most incredible call to action I've seen in 40 years as a postmaster all over North Carolina.
Churches, schools, youth organizations, individuals, and businesses, everyone worked to turn a community tragedy into a search for solutions so this would never happen again. The Statesville Police Department worked very hard and partnered to raise almost $17 million in grants for youth-related programs. As police chief, I could see immediately that this collaboration was making a difference.
Along the way, the community began to think about developing a permanent facility that would provide positive influences and supervise activities for children. The idea of organizing a Boys and Girls Club was born, and an anonymous citizen promised matching funds if the community got behind the effort. Wow, did they ever! I'm Statesville's first director of this state-of-the-art Boys and Girls Club. We are so excited about what's going on in this amazing new facility. We've got a lot of wonderful programs, dedicated staff members, lots of community supporters and volunteers. But most of all, we've got some awesome kids, you guys.
I'm Shaheem, and this is my best friend, John. John grew up in the club, and now he works at my club in Statesville. He listens to me, and he helps me, and there's definitely no one in my life like Jonathan.
And there is definitely no one in my life like Shaheem. I'm very proud and honored to be a part of the Boys and Girls Club vision, as well as the city of Statesville. I can really see the change within the community.
I smile a lot now. I love the new Boys and Girls Club. It's excellent. It's like home. My mama smiles a lot now too. She knows I'm being taken care of. And right before I came, I got my report card. My grades are proud to see it, and we're all smiling about it.
Yes.
Yeah. Shaheem, do you hear that rhythm? That's the rhythm of hope.
In less than 10 years, Statesville's Hispanic population grew from 3% to nearly 11%. This growth created a line of barriers and transportation issues were keeping many of our Hispanic community members from getting the help they needed and obtaining adequate housing and jobs. Families were having a hard time adjusting.
I'm a student pastor of a local church that supported the creation of Mi Familia Institute as a nonprofit bilingual support service agency. Its purposes and aims are to have programs and services that enhance the quality of life of the Hispanic community regardless of their immigration status. What's happening is very remarkable. We're developing really great relationships with our local police department, the social services, the community college in our area, and many other community organizations. People in our local church and members of our community are volunteering in Mi Familia, and they're feeling like they're making a very, very big difference. Hispanic families are connecting, of course, to our local church, but more importantly, they're connecting to the community of Statesville. And all of us are learning respect and tolerance as we celebrate both Hispanic and American culture. This is Eunice Rosbeck. She's the director of Mi Familia Institute, a woman who I admire very much and look up to for her accomplishments in Mi Familia.
With absolutely no money and a big group of volunteers, Mi Familia starts parenting classes, domestic violence support groups, English classes, GED and Spanish preparation. Nearly 50 men and women have taken the classes to improve their education. We also provide for childcare to assure our students don't miss any class. Already at this time, we have served over 2,000 people around our community Hispanic population.
With volunteers only, Mi Familia Institute also sponsors a weekly medical clinic. Also offered our parenting classes, which are making a positive impact on many of our Hispanic families.
Hello, this is Jacqueline, and she is our young daughter. We love her very much. We start going to the parenting class to learn how to be better. But this is very important to us. We have received a lot of support. We say Jacqueline go to preschool and realize how important it is to read to our daughter.
Mi Familia changed my life forever. I was in an abusive relationship. I had 2 children and could not care for us. I came to Mi Familia for help. The people there encouraged me to get out and break away from the abuse. Because of Mi Familia, I can hold my head high again. I'm working, and my children and I are happy now, so I'm more feliz. I learn English, and I love to meet new people. I'm a free woman who wants to help others. Yes.
Soraya, do you hear that rhythm? That's the rhythm of hope.
It's the rhythm that comes from many beats.
That rhythm comes from the beat of a community that saved our inner city high school. As an academic athlete, I am very glad that they did.
It comes from a beat of a community that decided that the best vision is a shared vision.
Yes. It comes from a bit of a community that in 3 years raised $10 million, and as you can tell, made a heck of a difference.
Yes.
Do you all hear that rhythm? We don't want to forget what it sounds like.
You do hear it, don't you? That's our rhythm of hope.
That's